Hello and welcome to Yoga for Everybody with me, Jodie. I'm going to be your yoga teacher today. So we're going to make sure that we get to really relax today because we're going to be talking a lot about the digestive system. And as you lie down on your back, feel free to make yourself the most comfortable as possible. So if you like, put a cushion under your knees. If you're at home, we're going to take something that you have sitting around your home that's just a pound or two, maybe a kilo, so a bag of rice or couscous. And as we sit down for our pranayama this morning, we're going to place it between the pubic bone and the belly button, just so there's a little weight on the stomach. You could also use a little cushion if that feels comfortable for you. So if you don't have a log cushion like we do, feel free to roll up some towels at home. If your arms are down on the ground, turn your palms up towards the sky and close your eyes. And just start by listening to the sound of your breath. And let it relax more and more. And what's so wonderful about having the cushion or the bag of rice or beans, whatever it is that you have on your stomach, is that automatically your breath is going to start getting deeper and deeper. So I learned this in Thailand. It was called placing a brick. And it's very traditionally part of the Ayurvedic medicine. And we do this for people who have difficulty to relax and sleep. And that way, without even thinking about it, the work is done for you. So take a moment to really relax your body. And notice all the parts of your body that are touching the ground, like your heels, your hips, your shoulders, your elbows, your hands, and the back of your head. And every time that you exhale, let these parts of your body completely and totally melt down towards the mat. And that way your muscles can really let go totally and completely. And give yourself the permission to let go and really take the next hour for yourself and nothing else. So come and notice your breath. And ideally, notice it becoming very slow, fluid, and very deep. And as soon as you start relaxing, you can really start imagining and changing the ideas in your subconscious level. So I'd like you to imagine that there's a white light that surrounds your heart. So you're going to imagine yourself as the light, and you're going to go into your own system. And you can imagine that this white ball of light starts traveling all through your body, and it's going to start taking all of the information of every single cell in your body. And as it moves around the body, not only does it take in information, it's also going to relax each and every part of your body. And you can notice it go down through your heart, to your stomach, your low back. You can imagine it coming down through your hips and your legs, even your knees, your thighs, and even your feet. And you can even imagine yourself as this bright white shining ball of light. And you can imagine that it travels out of your feet and goes down into the earth. And you can imagine that once it gets down, those hundreds of thousands of feet into the earth, that it finds a rope. And it's going to attach itself onto this rope. And we're going to imagine that this rope is able to take all of the tensions and stress away, and it's going to start floating away into the earth, and the earth is going to absorb all of this energy that you no longer need. And then you can imagine that you, the bright ball of white light, comes back up into your body, through your legs, into your stomach, up into the heart. It comes right back to the heart. And then you can imagine it coming up through your shoulders, your chest, and it's going to start collecting all of that information of your mind, body, and soul. You can let it come down through your shoulders, into your arms. It's going to go right down to the hands. And then it's going to come back up through the neck and the throat. And really feel it relaxing all of these parts of your body as you, the light, works through yourself. Imagine it coming up in through the head, relaxing the jaw. And then imagine that it comes up through the crown of the head. And it's going to go up towards the sky. It's going to pass through all the clouds, through the sky, past the stars. And you can imagine going right up to the center of the universe. And again, you can imagine that as it goes up and crosses through the universe, it's going to find a blue ball of light. And it's going to let that ball of light take away all of your tensions and stress. It's going to float far, far away from you. So not only does the earth help and support you, but the universe does as well. And really allow yourself to feel that beautiful, deep relaxation. And now just make a circle with your index finger and your thumb. And I would like you to repeat to yourself that each time that you press your thumb and your finger together, you'll be able to find this beautiful state of relaxation anytime you like. And then once you place that idea in your mind, imagine yourself as that white light coming back into your body. Again, feeling that sense of peace and relaxation. And then just start waking up your consciousness. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. And whenever you're ready, place the cushion or the bag that's on your belly to the side. You can also let your knees just rest against that cushion for another moment. And then we want to think about making a nice massage for the belly. So find your pubic bone and place your hands just above the pubic bone. And just ever so slightly press in towards your belly and pull up towards your belly button. So we're going to do this 3 times. Good. So when we're pressing down into the belly, this is when we exhale. And when the hands are moving, it's on the inhalation. Now we're going to move over towards the right hip bone. And then again, we're going to draw 3 lines towards the belly button. So we press in as we exhale and draw it in towards the belly button. Inhale, then again, exhale. We're going to draw the line. And a third and final time. Draw that line from the right hip bone towards the belly button. So now we're going to go towards the left side this time. It's just above the bone. And then again, we're going to exhale and draw that line towards the belly button 3 times. You don't need to use a lot of pressure, especially if your stomach's bothering you. Now, a lot of times we're going to start doing massage on the belly and it makes some noises. It's very normal. So this time you want to find where our diaphragm is, which is where the rib cage more or less meets above the belly. So again, we're going to press the hands in just slightly on the exhalation and draw towards the belly button 3 times. So again, exhale, press in and down, and one last time. So now we're going to go just on the right side, but under the rib cage. And again, we draw that line in towards the belly button. You want to do that 3 times to get the belly circulating properly and taking some tension. Now go towards the left side. Again, we're going to draw those 3 lines from the rib cage down towards the belly button. Remember to press in during the exhalation and relax during the inhalation. Excellent. Now we're going to place the hands back down towards the pubic bone and just take time to make a few circles in a clockwise direction on your belly. Very good. Now you can place your hands back down on the floor. Make sure that your shoulders are nice and comfortable. Bend your knees. And then if you do have a cushion under your knees, push it to the side. So now slowly bring your knees in towards your belly and let your hands rest on your knees. So depending on your comfort level, you want to bring the knees away from the belly. But as we exhale, we ever so slightly squeeze the thighs in towards the belly. And as we inhale, we let them go further away. So it's a little pump with the knees. Very good. Now if you like, you can rock slightly side to side to make sure that your low back is comfortable. So again, take those deep belly breaths so you feel your stomach pressing up towards your thighs. And it's a tiny, tiny pumping movement. Now keep your hands interlaced on the right knee. Lift the left leg up, and as you exhale, slowly let the leg come down to the floor. So now keep your hands interlaced on that right knee. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Pull the knee a little bit further in towards yourself, remembering to be very nice and gentle with your body. So a lot of the times we might be tired and stressed, so really take time to look after yourself. Good. So again, as you exhale, if you feel comfortable, bring the knee in a little bit more. And think about using your ujjayi breath. So we want to contract the larynx just ever so slightly. And once you contract your throat, you're going to notice that the sound you make sounds a little bit like the waves of an ocean. So it's very important because this changes our hormonal system. So it stops producing stress hormones, which is very important because if we're stressed and we eat, the digestive system is not able to function at 100%. Now lift that right leg up and see if you can hold on to your right toe, the big right toe, with your hands. If not, hold on to your ankle with the hand. Now open the knee to the outside of the right rib cage and let it come down. If it's comfortable for you, feel free to bring the left arm down. And really, do not worry if your stomach starts making noises. We want the circulation to start working. Good. Now let's bring this knee further towards the center and cross it ever so slightly against the body. So again, it's nice to have that feeling that the thigh is touching the stomach, and we're going to keep rolling over into our twist. So the knee is coming down towards the right side. If you like, feel free to put a cushion under the right knee. That way your back doesn't get stressed. So our goal here is to be the most comfortable as you can possibly be in this class. So turn your head ever so slightly towards the right. You can close your eyes. And let all of your muscles totally and completely relax. All of your muscles melt down. So now the only thing that's important is your breath. So imagine the breath healing you from the inside to the outside. And this is why we take the maximum amount of breath. And in the twist, you're really going to notice the movement in the rib cage. So as you inhale, you're going to feel the right side of your ribs really lift up towards the sky, maybe the right shoulder as well. And as you exhale, you're going to feel the shoulder coming back down to the earth. So often in our lives, we have too much to do, and we're running around. So really right now, let the luxury of relaxing sink into every cell of your body. Enjoy this moment. Now as you exhale, slowly unwind to the floor, allowing your body to adjust. If you like, keep your knees bent. You can wiggle your hips if you need to get more comfortable on the mat. Now inhale, we're going to bring the knees in towards the body. You can either hold onto the back of the knees or the sides of the feet for the happy baby pose. It's really whatever feels better in your body today. Just imagine all that happiness. Relax your hips, especially around the tailbone, and let the stomach really relax. Let the shoulders melt backwards. And take in deep breaths. Notice the sound of your breath, just like the waves of the ocean. Now lift your right leg up towards the sky and exhale, let it lower slowly down towards the floor. Once it comes down, interlace your fingers over the left knee. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, pull the knee slightly in towards the belly. So I feel nice and comfortable in the stomach. But notice the weight of your thigh against the belly. Now it's fine if we feel pressure, but we never want to feel pain. Really take care of yourself as much as you can. If it feels comfortable, feel free to bring the knee in slightly as you exhale. Excellent. Now see if you can hold on to your big toe with the two first fingers of your left hand. And let the knee open to the outside of the rib cage. If you're comfortable, let your arm come down to the floor. And now really, there's nothing you have to do right now except relax. Really let yourself feel supported by the universe and the earth, like as we did in our little meditation. Very good. Let your arm your left arm release. Bring your right hand to the left knee, and then we're slowly going to move into a twist. Extend your left arm out to the side, and you can turn your head to the side as well. If you'd like to have more support, please feel free to put the cushion under your knee. Our goal here is just to be extremely comfortable. Remember, we want to really let everything relax so our digestive system can really come back to its optimum. Good. Keep taking deep breaths in and out, relaxing all of the muscular strength. Inhale to the maximum. Exhale to the maximum. Very good. Feel all of the happiness that's coming in as you inhale. And as you exhale, notice all of the tensions that are leaving your body. So as you exhale, come back onto the back. Keep your knees bent if you like. Great. So we're going to start again with our happy baby. So you can hold on to the back of the knees or place the hands on the knees. But this time we're going to pump the knees in and out. So as you exhale, bring the knees in towards the belly. Softly, softly, softly. As you exhale, let the knees go further away from the belly. Exhale, bring the knees in. Inhale, let them slide backwards. So use the whole breath to do the movement, gently pumping the belly. Again, it's very normal if your stomach starts making noise. It might even release some gas and bring in more comfort to your stomach. Excellent. So now we're going to keep our knees bent and roll over to the right side. Extend the arms straight out and try to keep the knees and the hips aligned as well. Remember, there's absolutely nothing that we have to hurry for here. So we're going to keep looking at our left thumb here, and as we inhale, we're going to lift the arm up to the sky. As you exhale, let it come back down behind you into a twist. Don't worry if your shoulder does not touch the ground. Just let yourself relax here. So you'll notice as we work in many twists here, it really gives a lot of relief to the digestive system because it offers a type of internal massage to our organs. And so it's very interesting to know that there's been autopsies done on yogis, and what's been shown is that the yogis, people who practice yoga for their life, their organs are about 40 years younger than another person who's elderly. So it really does help. You'll also notice that it's very common that there's lots of thoughts that will come in and out of your mind. And please just accept that as normal, but let it float away with the out breath and come back to your breath. Remember, this time is for you and only you. So think only about you, your breath, and your wellness. Exhale, press your belly button in towards your spine, and then inhale, bring your knees to the center, and exhale, We're going to swing the knees towards the left side so that we have the twist on the other direction. Now we're going to turn our head so that we look towards the right arm. Again, just make sure that you're very relaxed. You don't have to be using any muscular force right here. And just think about taking the deepest inhalations as possible, so you really feel the belly move with the breath. You might even notice your right shoulder lifting and falling with the in-breath and the out-breath. And each and every time you inhale, imagine that whatever it is that you need for your digestive system to work properly is entering your body, and that your whole entire being is absorbing this information so that you'll feel better and better. Very good. Now press your belly button in towards the spine. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. And now we're going to turn back over to the right side again. Place your left hand on the ground and then slowly push your hand to the mat to come up to a seated position. So if you're comfortable sitting with your legs crossed, that's fine. If not, feel free to extend your legs more forward so the soles of the feet are touching. And slowly exhale and let your neck fold forward, your shoulder. And we're going to just roll forward to wherever is comfortable for you. So there's no forcing. So sometimes we think that we're expected to be very, very flexible to be in a yoga class, but that's not the idea at all. It's to work with whatever is available in the moment. So again, make sure that you're nice and comfortable. Let your neck completely and totally release. And remember, it's the sensation that's important, not the angle. So you might notice some people only going forward 10 centimeters and other people that can touch the nose to the ground. But the important thing to notice is that the sensation is the same for everyone if they're working at their level. So you can start walking your hands back towards your body to come up one vertebrae at a time. Take some deep breaths in and out. Take your time. Nothing is rushing us at the moment. Now we're going to bring our hands behind the back, place the palms flat down on the floor, and press your shoulder blades together in the back. If you ever have pain in your hands, feel free to make a fist and come up onto your knuckles as well. Now lift your hips up off the floor to whatever is appropriate for you. And we're going to take 5 deep breaths in and out. If you're not comfortable, feel free to sit down and just do the breath. Now as you exhale, come down slowly. And we'll bring our hands by our sides. Very good. Now bring your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind your back, fairly close to the tailbone. So even though we're twisting, you're going to feel the crown of the head over the tailbone. Feel your spine nice and long, and then exhale, start turning very slowly towards your right. So you want to feel as if somebody's pulling up on the crown of your head so your spine stays very long with each and every inhalation. And as you exhale, again, just see if you can twist a few millimeters here and there. So we always have to keep in mind that yoga is not a sport. Yoga is a therapy. So you want to have the feeling like you're going in for a nice massage or an appointment with the osteopath. Now as you exhale, slowly come back to center. And then we're going to go to the other side. Very good. Bring the shoulders back and down, heart up. And exhale, slowly start turning towards the left. So when we're working with twists, it's very important to remember that our sacrum is not meant to twist. So always start twisting around the belly button and upwards. Good. Bring your chin slightly down towards your throat so you feel your neck very long in the back. Again, inhale, stretch up through the crown of the head. Exhale, see how much you can turn towards the side in a comfortable manner. Excellent. Exhale and slowly come back to center. You can place your hands on your knees and just take a moment to lift up your heart, relax your shoulders, and feel the length between the crown of the head and the tailbone. And then bring the hands back down by your sides. Inhale, lift the right hand up. Feel the lift up through the rib cage. And as you exhale, slowly lean down towards the left. So our forearm can rest down. We're going to try to keep both hip bones solid on the floor. And let that left elbow completely and totally relax. Inhale, come back up towards the center. Exhale, bring the hand down. Inhale, lift the left hand up. Exhale, we're going to lay towards the right in the crescent moon. So again, we're going to keep both hips on the floor. So as soon as you feel as if your hip is going to lift up off the floor, come back up slightly. Good. Totally and completely relax your neck. Keep the heart lifted. And keep the left side turned slightly towards the back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, let the left hand come down. Good. If it's comfortable, bring your hands to the knees. And we're going to do some big circles here. Right down in the waist. You can turn your head at the same time if you like. Let the breath guide the movement. And then take time to change directions. Very good. Come back to your center. Now extend your legs forward, and we're going to take our thigh and roll it towards the outside. And this helps us place the hip bones properly. So we want to make sure that our feet are about hip distance apart, and we're going to keep our feet flexed and press our feet down, our whole legs down towards the ground. Now we're going to keep our back straight and bring our stomach down towards our thigh as we come into a forward fold. Our goal is not to touch the nose to the floor. It's really to take the tension away. So again, we inhale, we want to feel the spine very, very long. Press the legs down to the floor. Exhale, again, let the body come down. So again, we want to feel that thigh against the upper legs, against the stomach, I should say. So it's normal, and you should be feeling a stretch in the movement, but you never want to go to a point where you feel pain. So I'd like you to think of yourself almost like a little tiny baby And you have to think about how gentle, kind, loving, and soft you are with a tiny baby, and look after yourself with that same compassion. Now, as you inhale, you can come back up. So now we're going to bring the right leg up and place the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Now place the left hand on the right knee and the right hand behind the tailbone. If you need to, you can make a little scoop with your hand and balance on your fingertips as well. So as you exhale, turn towards the right. Good. Inhale, stretch up through the crown of the head. Exhale, we're going to twist a little bit more. Good. Bring the chin slightly down towards the throat so that you feel the length in the neck. And keep taking deep breaths in and out. Very good. As you exhale, come back to center. And then we're going to switch sides. Take time to roll the thigh to the outside again. Bend the left knee and then cross it over the right leg so the foot's on the outside of the knee. Now hold on to the knee with the left hand, and then with the right hand, I should say, and then bring the left hand behind the back. As you exhale, slowly turn towards the left. Good. Every time we inhale, we want to feel our spine getting longer and longer. Every time we exhale, we twist a little bit more. Keep your breathing nice and long and deep. Very good. As you exhale, come back to the center. And this time, we're going to take a ball that's a little bit uninflated, let's say, as a little cushion if you can find it. And what we want to do is we're going to lie on our belly, and we're going to put the ball just under the belly button. So again, you have to make sure that the ball or the cushion's small enough so it doesn't give any type of pain to the stomach. If you're extremely bloated, sometimes just lying on the belly will be enough, and you might not even need the cushion or the ball. So go with your feeling. Then we're going to move into Sphinx pose. We place our forearms on the mat. Index fingers are parallel, about shoulder distance apart. Look forward and feel that spine nice and long. Now, all you have to do is take deep breaths in and out, and you'll feel that pressure from the ball against your belly each time you inhale. Good. Make sure that you have lots of opening for your throat. And keep breathing nice and deeply. Good. Now bring your forehead down to the mat. If it's more comfortable, feel free to turn your head from side to side. And then we're going to bend our knees to lift the feet up behind us. And just imagine that your feet are like the windshield wipers of a car. So you're going to inhale to one side, exhale to the other. And again, we're going to feel that ball giving a type of massage to the belly. Keep breathing deeply. Very good. Bring your feet back down in the center. You can take the ball out or the cushion from under your belly. Place your hands under the shoulders, and then you're going to press back for child's pose. Very good. Now into tabletop. And in tabletop, make sure that your shoulders and your wrists are aligned. Your index fingers are parallel. And it's important that you feel the weight in the four corners of your hand, not just in the wrists. If you do have wrists that are very sensitive, feel free to make fists and go up on the knuckles. So now we're going to balance our left hand, place the right hand between the arm and the leg, and we're going to keep pressing it through until our right ear goes down to the floor. Now place your left hand on top of the right, and as you inhale, lift your left arm up towards the sky and look up towards the thumb. Good. Keep taking deep breaths in and out. And spread all of the fingers on your hands. And if it's comfortable, even lift your arm so it's stretching up towards the sky. Let yourself totally and completely relax. The only thing that's really necessary here is to breathe. Excellent. As you exhale, let the arm come down, and then inhale up onto all fours. So now we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to stretch the left arm all the way over to the right until the left ear goes on the floor. Place the two hands together. Good. Look at the right thumb, and as you inhale, lift the arm up towards the sky. Spread your fingers and lift your arm nice and high up towards the sky. Keep breathing in and out. Very good. Exhale, let the arm come down and come back up on all fours again. Now we're going to stretch the arms forward. Keep the hips up in the air for a moment. So you're going to have your knees and your hips aligned, and this helps with the circulation in the stomach. Excellent. Now bring the hands forward, and we're going to come back to a sitting posture. Keep the knees bent, and you can roll down one vertebrae at a time if that's comfortable for you. Very good. So we're going to get ready for the bridge right now. So you can keep your knees bent and walk your feet in towards your hips. Bend your elbows, lift the hands up so the palms are facing one another. And you're going to keep your elbows nice and firm against the mat. So now, as you exhale, press your feet down to the earth and lift the hips up nice and high. Walk the elbows in towards the center. Keep pressing the feet to the ground. And we're going to take a few deep breaths here. So you don't want to move your head very much in this posture. Keep it really centered. So again, we're going to take 3 more deep breaths here. So now open up your elbows and come down one vertebrae at a time. Excellent. So as soon as your hips are gone to the ground, you can bring your knees in towards your belly. Let your arms rest on the knees for a second as you exhale. And then inhale, let your arms come out to the sides. So we're going to go into a rocking twist. Exhaling, bringing the knees about halfway down to one side. Inhaling to the center. Exhaling towards the other side. And inhaling to center. So let it rock back and forth, nice and gently. And if it's comfortable, you can let the knees go down a tiny bit more side to side. And then the next time that the knees go towards the right side, you can let them come down and stay here for a moment. So ideally, let your feet and your knees rest against the ground. And then notice what is the most comfortable for you. Is it better if the knees are away from the belly, or is it better if the knees are closer in towards the belly? You have to find what you need in the class this morning. It's always your level that's important. Let go of all of the muscular strength and just take deep breaths in and out. So now, press your belly button in towards your spine and inhale, bring the knees to center, and then exhale, let them go down to the left side. Now turn your head towards the right. So again, make sure that you adjust the level of your knees so it's very comfortable for your back this morning. Close your eyes and take in deep, 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 deep breaths. And then exhale to the maximum as well. Again, pay attention to all of that beautiful energy entering your body as you're inhaling. And every time you exhale, feel all that tension and stress leaving. Now press your belly button in towards the center. Inhale, bring the legs back to the center. And then exhale, press the feet down to the floor. So we're going to put the cushion back under the knees. And we're going to do another belly massage. So we want to make sure that the low back is comfortable. That's why we're using the cushion. And take a moment to get comfortable with your stomach. So you want to think about, for example, where's the diaphragm, where the rib cage is, the hip bones, and the pubic bone. And we want to find the circle, the closest to the bones as possible, but in the tissues. So we're going to start making clockwise circles around the belly with whatever pressure feels good for you. Remember, it's always in a clockwise direction because that's how our digestion works. Very good. Now, find the diaphragm, and you're going to imagine that it's really like a clock on the belly, and this is where number 12 is. So again, we're looking for that soft spot where the ribs meet. And as you exhale, press in ever so slightly to the 12. And when you inhale, let the hands relax, and then find where the number 1 would be by that rib, and then press in again as you exhale. Inhale, relax the hands. As you exhale again, you're going to find this time the number 2 and press in. Inhale, relax. And we continue. So exhale, press in where number 3 would be. Inhale, let the hands relax. Exhale, press in where number 4 would be on the clock. And you're going to keep working. So each exhalation, you press in on a different pressure point, working through this type of clock. And what's very interesting is to notice where you're holding your tensions. This will give you some hints about what's happening in your digestive system. And it just helps to balance everything out. And where you are feeling tension, make sure that you only press in slightly so that you have the same feeling as the pressure points that don't have as much tension. Remember, we're working on our limit here, which means that we do have a sensation, but we never feel any type of pain. So once you get back up to the 12 position, we're going to do a few more circles around the belly with our hands. Let everything release. Very good. As you exhale, let everything go. And then you're going to grab your bag of couscous or beans or a little cushion, anything that you had as you did in the beginning of the class, and let it come back down on your lower belly. A magic bag that heats up is wonderful for this as well, if you feel that heat is good for your belly. So now you're ready for Savasana. And you can close your eyes. Make sure you're comfortable, so if you need to take a blanket, feel free. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Even open your mouth ever so slightly. And you can even imagine yourself on your mat. Imagine floating over yourself. And imagine yourself so relaxed that even your skin is sliding back towards your mat. Now place your index and your thumb together in a circular fashion. And remember that meditation that we did in the beginning of the class, where we're connected between the universe and the earth, as we are the white light in between. And remember that feeling that relaxation brings in when we press the thumb and the index finger together. And remember, the universe and the earth is there to support you. And there's always a solution to everything. And remember, whenever you need to, you can come back to this beautiful sense of relaxation. And especially take time to relax before you eat, so that you can come back to this sensation and have your digestive system working to its optimum level. And remember, it's so simple as letting this memory come back into the body, no matter what is happening during your day. So again, press your thumb and your index finger together so that you remember this feeling. And remind yourself that every time you press your thumb and your index finger together, you can come right back to the state of beautiful relaxation. Let yourself relax. Let yourself feel that joy and ecstasy. And feel all your vital energy coming back to your body. Very good. So very slowly, we're going to start bringing our conscious back into our body. So you can start moving your fingers and your toes just ever so slightly. And put your cushions or bags to the side, whatever you have on your belly. If you need to, remove the cushion from under your knees. And if you feel like there's any movement or stretching that you need to do, take your time. And whenever you're ready, you can bend your knees and turn over on the right side in the fetal position. Keep your eyes closed, hold on to the nice state of relaxation. And then put your left hand down to the floor. And as you inhale, press that hand to the floor to help bring you to a seated position. So sit however you like, as long as you're comfortable. Lift the heart up, let the shoulders relax. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer, and we're going to chant Om to end the class. So take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you feel well, and take care.
Cette émission d'Accès est appuyée par Cogeco et est rendue possible grâce à la collaboration de la communauté avec Nous TV.